The sun hung low over the winding mountain highway as the luxury orange coach bus glided effortlessly along the road. The bus gleamed like polished fire, every curve of its body catching the warm rays of morning sunlight. Inside, the soft hum of the engine blended with the quiet scent of leather seats, creating a peaceful atmosphere for everyone traveling aboard. This was not just any journey. It was the beginning of a story tied together by strangers who didn't yet know how their lives were about to connect. The interior was calm. Soft LED lights lined the ceiling, glowing like a dawn sky. Each seat was equipped with a personal HD touchscreen TV mounted on the back, playing travel scenes, blue oceans, green forests, golden sunsets. The polished windows reflected the mountains outside, stretching endlessly like waves of stone. A gentle breeze whispered through the air vents, cool and refreshing, contrasting the heat of the sun that painted the world outside. Aisha sat near the middle of the bus, her long dark hair resting on her shoulders as she watched the scenery rush by. She wasn't here for adventure or vacation, she was escaping something she didn't want to face. She leaned back, her fingers tapping softly on the side of the seat, unaware of how noticeable her restlessness was. Across the aisle sat Armin, a tall, calm man with deep brown eyes and a quiet, observant nature. He had noticed her the moment she boarded. Something about her expression, part sadness, part strength, pulled his curiosity. He wasn't the kind to speak first, but he found himself watching her reflection faintly shimmer in the window beside him. The road curved sharply, and the bus responded with smooth stability, its tires gripping the asphalt with confident ease. The driver, Cameron, a seasoned man in his late 40s, kept his hands steady on the wheel. His eyes moved between the road and the digital dashboard display glowing softly under the windshield. He had driven thousands of miles on mountain roads like this, but today felt different, peaceful, almost serene. A faint vibration came from the overhead luggage compartment as someone's bag shifted with the bus's motion. Seat belts clicked softly as passengers adjusted themselves. The smell of freshly brewed coffee drifted from the small kitchenette area near the front, where a compact machine gently steamed inside a small counter. A family of 3 sat near the back, a mother, father, and a little girl named Mehek. Her small hands clutched a tablet playing a cartoon, her giggles occasionally mixing with the bus's smooth rumbling. She peeked out the window every few minutes, pointing excitedly at the mountains. Her parents smiled each time, grateful for a moment of peace in their usually busy lives. Meanwhile, near the front row, an older man named Yusuf quietly flipped through a weathered journal. His glasses slid down his nose as his eyes followed the delicate handwriting on each page. He was writing a story, his story, and today's journey was going to be a chapter he didn't yet know he needed. The bus continued moving, sunlight flickering across the dashboard as it entered a long stretch of road lined with tall pine trees. Shadows danced on the asphalt, and the sound of the engine deepened as the bus picked up speed. The highway became a ribbon unfurling through the wilderness, and the sky looked endless. Aisha shifted slightly, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. Her TV screen went dark for a second before showing a new scene, waves breaking against rocks. She sighed, not realizing Armin was watching her again. His seat-back TV played a mountain documentary, but he hadn't been paying attention. His focus was elsewhere. Aisha finally noticed and turned slightly. Their eyes met for the first time. It lasted barely a second, short, but enough to send a spark of curiosity through both of them. She quickly looked away, but the moment lingered in the air like a quiet reminder that strangers can become something more. The bus reached a higher altitude, and the view outside grew even more spectacular. Valleys dipped deep between peaks, rivers glistened like silver threads, and distant birds traced patterns across the sky. The wind outside grew stronger, shaking the trees as the bus swept through the curves. A soft announcement came from the speakers above. "Ladies and gentlemen, we will reach our next scenic viewpoint in approximately 20 minutes. Please remain seated as the road ahead will have sharper curves." Cameron's calm voice filled the cabin, and passengers nodded quietly. The LED screen switched to a soft travel guide animation, showing a 3D map of the mountains. The bus interior glowed with warm lighting, giving everything a cinematic feel. Near the back, Mehek pressed her hands against the window, fascinated by the clouds rolling low across the peaks. Her father laughed quietly, holding her seatbelt in place as she leaned forward. Aisha closed her eyes for a moment, letting the gentle vibration of the bus soothe her. She didn't expect peace today, but the journey was giving her more comfort than she thought possible. She opened her eyes again, catching Armin glancing away quickly. A small, unintentional smile tugged at her lips. The bus rolled into a long tunnel carved through the mountain. The sudden shift from bright sunlight to shadow made the LED lights glow stronger. The sound inside deepened, echoing slightly through the cabin. The top view, if seen from above, would show the orange bus entering a dark stroke across the mountain, like a bright ember swallowed by stone. Inside, the TVs flickered, adjusting their brightness automatically as the bus remained steady within the tunnel. Aisha breathed slowly, the dim lighting calming her nerves. Armin finally decided to speak, his voice quiet but steady. "Do you travel often on this route?" She looked at him, surprised not by the question but by the softness in his tone. "First time," she replied. "You, not the first," he said, smiling faintly. "But it's different this time." "How?" He paused. "Maybe because of the people on board." Aisha raised an eyebrow. "People, or person?" He chuckled lightly, his first real smile of the trip. Before she could reply, the bus exited the tunnel, and sunlight filled the cabin once again, bright and warm. Everyone blinked in the sudden light. The road ahead stretched endlessly, winding around the cliffs like a golden path. Cameron shifted gears slightly, guiding the bus through a descent. He glanced at his side mirror, watching the reflection of the bright orange vehicle blending with the scenery behind him. Inside, the mood felt warmer now. Passengers were settling in more comfortably. Conversations were quiet but present. The TVs showed an aerial view of the mountain pass the bus was approaching. And yet, even with all the calm around them, a feeling lingered, like something was waiting up ahead, something significant. Aisha felt it too. Armin sensed it. Even little Mehek seemed unusually still, staring at the horizon as if she knew something beautiful was coming. But no one knew that this journey was about to take a turn, one that would connect every life on this bus in ways they never expected.